boxing highs, ring raps with my man. So I'm ring raps, and this is
Showbiz, don't
Cheers!
no.
He has the black tea sugars. I have the tea, milk, no sugar. Alright, Biz, we do a thing called the face-off challenge.
Oh man, dude, you gonna embarrass me in front of millions of people?
No. Come on.
Okay, yeah. That's Oscar De La Hoya Bernard. Well, that's Boots and Conor Benn.
He's on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire. That's Don King and Eddie. That was my favorite one right there. Yeah.
Why?
Why is it a funny one? Dude, the contrast is ridiculous, bro.
But it works though.
It does work because they're in the same world, but I mean, that's ridiculous. All right, go ahead.
That's like a supervillain.
It is. Come on, let's go.
Who wins the rematch, Biz?
Ryan. Who wins the rematch? Ryan, I mean, that
Because
was
of the Twitch? Because of the psychology?
Yeah, well, not that too, but that could be fixed with the Ramirez fight. But Ryan Garcia that was the worst Ryan Garcia I've ever seen him when he fought Devin Haney the first time. Now this is a way better guy that's preparing with Derrick James.
Ryan wasn't just off the couch. He was liquor, smoking.
Wasn't focused. Yeah, I mean, that was ridiculous. Shakur and Tank, which a fight we need.
When he says we, he means the boxing world.
We definitely need, this fight has to happen. If it doesn't, it'll just be one of those things like Tony Sale and Sugar Ray Robinson that just never happened. The whole world.
Or Lennox and Bo.
Yeah, one of those things.
But Biz, correct me if I'm wrong, Tank's the only A-lister not with Turkey now. In the whole game.
Wait. What do you mean he's not with Turkey?
No, I'm saying like he ain't got no deal in line with Turkey.
Yeah.
Like he's even with Canelo now, 4-fight deal.
Well, give him a minute.
Okay. We want to talk about
Yeah, we're talking. Oh, that's Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, which that looks like one eye is sleepy, the other one's lit. That's a weird mashup.
But in the ring.
Who wins? Oh, you're saying this is who wins the fight?
I'm taking liberties with you as we say in UK.
You know what's so funny? Matchup-wise, Haney may be a stylistic nightmare for Teofimo Lopez because how much he weighs. And you saw what happened with Sandor Martin, Jermaine Ortiz. Like stylistically, that may what's going on, man? That may be a matchup issue. Keyshawn Davis and Teofimo, and who do I think win that fight? I have no damn clue. That's an amazing matchup because you know so much about Teofimo, but there's so much to know about Keyshawn Davis. But his trajectory is ridiculous, and he's going in a higher direction faster than Teofimo Lopez is, especially with Womack.
Biz, talking the trajectory, you're killing it. You were killing it this side of the pond. I was championing you back home for a minute. You're now getting your flowers. Well-earned flowers.
Thank you.
Showbiz put boxing back on the map in a big way, and like I'm paying homage to him. Showbiz taught me something. You don't have to put the other guy down to rate your fight. Biz taught me that because the way he was rating UK fighters, non-favorites. And listen, you're not gonna please everyone. I see the comments, Biz.
Thank you.
I see like they're trying to say
Hey,
you're
man,
getting splintered. It's nonsense.
What are y'all doing,
Like,
man?
but it's no, but look, you got the war room on Smash.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing now.
Thank you.
But you do it with a smile on your face. 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to follow in your steps now to jump all in now on the content creation. Like you, I got the music background. I had the music career before.
Dope.
And it's like, you got to do what you love.
Absolutely.
And I remember you handing in your badge.
That's
At
right.
your old workplace.
That's right. Well, that's why I have a smile on my face. Boxing does it to me. It just does it to me. So everything else bounces off me, the negativity, when boxing makes me feel so good. And I can't understand how people can get so emotional or negative about boxing because when I came up, it was always a fun night. The funnest night has always been fight night for me. And I still relive those moments every time I call the fight, every time I see stuff like this. I mean, I lose my mind. The smile is organic, but boxing does it. That's the battery in my back.
And talking of losing his mind and nights like this, forget UK, US, what happened last Saturday was historic in boxing.
It's the greatest event that I've seen live in my life.
And when I heard you say that, you gave it a breakdown, the context, you said the whole package.
Yes,
the build-up, the narratives, the fathers and sons rekindling, all of the emotions tied in, the family legacy. I don't think you'll ever see a father and son 25-year removed rivalry again.
it was impossible to live up to that hype. I thought it was something that, you know, was unfair for the sons.
Far-fetched.
Far-fetched. And the thing is, when you look at the excitement of the product in the ring itself, it actually trumped the fathers, in my opinion. I watched the fights. It wasn't more meaningful than the fathers, but as far as the product, that was savage. Was it the best technique ever and most skillful like Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler and stuff like that? No, but as far as the savagery of it and all the things that you need tools to make it in life and to have the tenacity and the will to keep going and to take that extra step, they show that, especially Chris. Chris, like he was just leaning and swinging. But like I said, it was the event matching the product. And I don't know any other event I've seen that had that much hype and that much legacy. You were there?
We were in the car park getting Senior coming out the car. We were there like paparazzi style. It was like, it was the Zone, Ring Magazine, and Boxing Highs.
Now,
but we were there.
The hair raisers.
No.
Right?
It's
beyond that. You levitate. No, you're no longer on Earth, right? But then the fight itself is ridiculous.
The ring walk.
Oh my!
The
best ring walks that you've ever seen.
It's better than AJ Klitschko.
Oh, 100%. And that was one hell of it.
That was level.
Yeah, that's one. But here's the thing about UK. That's where boxing started. And if I'm going to love the sport, how the hell am I going to look down to where boxing originated?
And listen, you guys do the pay-per-views nice, but we do live gates different. 60, 70, 80K, AJ 90K. Tell me right here, right now, if the rematch wasn't already pending with Eubank and Conor, how high is Conor's stock across the pond on a matchup with Garcia, Lopez, Tank?
Let me tell you, right after that, everybody said, watch out for Conor Benn at 147. You do something like that fight shouldn't have been a fight. He was outmatched by a very skillful Chris Eubank and a very experienced Chris Eubank. So what he did was just grit, tenacity, explosiveness, endurance, durability, his speed, explosive. I mean, holy crap, right? If he comes with that much heart, you know why he's undefeated, number one. But number two, it's hard to imagine any of these guys that's going to be up here today keeping that guy off of him. I would love to see it. And that's the type of stardom that he needs to be a worldwide success.
Tell them, maybe not this exact hairstyle, but you were inspired by Nigel many years ago.
100% when I had the pyramid thing. How do you know that, man?
You know, I've been in the war room from 10K, bro.
Yeah, listen.
From lockdown, we was meant to do this before.
That haircut I got was inspired by Nigel Benn because I was afraid of him. That's why. As a kid, when I saw that guy, I was literally, he gave me like chills.
And they're their father's sons.
Yeah, oh my God.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. But when somebody impacts you like that, like through the TV, you start to kind of look up to him and want to be like that.
But you know, like Chris is kind of like psychologically sophisticated like Senior, and Conor's just gnarly, blunt, and aggressive.
But a killer. But a killer.
Both
just
killers.
like his dad. Killers. They look sophisticated, but a killer. What's going on, girl? I ain't seen you in a minute.
Listen, that's the infamous Showbiz, the infamous smile, the black two sugars, ring rap Showbiz. We got to chop it up properly.
Okay.
It was overdue, man.
Oh my God, man. Thank you.